The iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max now come with OPEN GATE ProRes RAW as well as Apple Log 2. In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can shoot in OPEN GATE and also how you can color grade your ProRes RAW as well as Apple Log 2. Oh, and this entire video is recorded using the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So this is a test for the OPEN GATE recording with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. What you're looking at is the full sensor recording. I can crop this to 9:16, 16:9, whatever aspect ratio I want, and I'll get the maximum resolution and detail. Now to do this, there's two apps I would recommend. One is the Blackmagic camera app and the other is the Final Cut camera app. With both of these apps, it works exactly the same way. If you're just looking to shoot Apple Log 2, go to your format and choose either HEVC or Apple ProRes. HEVC is going to give you a compressed smaller file size but still allow you to shoot log. So select HEVC and then under your color formats you're going to choose log 2. This is the brand new color space introduced with the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. Lastly, under LUT preview, make sure you turn on log 2 to SDR to actually preview what you're going to be shooting. But what if you want to shoot in ProRes RAW? For this, under your formats, go ahead and select Apple ProRes RAW. Now, immediately this is going to prompt you that this is not possible to shoot without an external SSD because of how massive these file sizes are. I personally use the SanDisk SSD because it's got MagSafe at the back and simply just attaches to the back of your phone. With your SSD connected, you can now change your format to Apple ProRes RAW. Now, under that option, you're going to find a new setting that allows you to shoot in OPEN GATE. And right away, you'll notice that your preview is the same size as your preview when you're taking photos because this is using the max resolution of your sensor. Another thing you'll notice is that when you're shooting ProRes RAW, your stabilization will be disabled, so you either need to use a tripod or a gimbal. You can now shoot in OPEN GATE with the maximum resolution of your sensor, which can later then be cropped for both vertical and horizontal. Now the next step is going to be taking all of this into DaVinci Resolve and seeing how we can tackle this OPEN GATE footage and also Apple Log 2. All right, let's launch up DaVinci Resolve. Just to quickly preview the OPEN GATE video, you can see it's a lot more square than the usual 16:9. You can clearly tell that there's a lot more information at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to drop this into DaVinci Resolve really quick. Again, if we click on the info, you can see that the resolution is higher than your traditional 4K and it's recording in Apple ProRes RAW. Right click, create a new timeline. Let's call this OPEN GATE and uncheck project settings. Under format, go ahead and uncheck vertical resolution and set this to 4224 by 3024. That's the native resolution of your iPhone sensor. Now let's drag and drop our clip onto the timeline. Before doing anything else, let's cut up what sections we actually need for the video, which would be right from here to here. Before we head into grading this, let me tell you why OPEN GATE is actually useful. If I preview our usual 16:9 ratio, you can see how much resolution you lose at the top and the bottom. So you're actually cropping out the image top and bottom, and this is what you usually see within this guideline, which isn't too bad when you're playing back a video and you're watching it on your display, but when you want to crop in and move around, having OPEN GATE is a lot more useful. Where it's even more useful is if you're shooting in 9:16. So let's enable 9:16. So if you can see in OPEN GATE, I actually get a lot taller of a frame than I would with a traditional 16:9 cropped in. To demonstrate that, let's turn on 16:9. So this entire section for my vertical video right here, this intersection, would be lost entirely. In my vertical resolution, I would get only this, which is a lot tighter. All right, that out of the way, let's get to the color. Head over to your color page and you're gonna click on this button right here, which is camera raw, because this was recorded in raw. You're gonna change decode using camera metadata to clip. Before we touch any of this other stuff, which by the way is wild, let's convert this from raw to log using raw to log. So here you're going to tap down the drop menu and here you have a bunch of color gamuts to pick from. We're going to pick Apple Log 2 because that's what we shot in. And just like that, you can see it's converted to the Apple Log that we're used to seeing. And this is exactly how we want it washed out because we're going to color grade this the proper way now. Again, before we touch any of this, let's go ahead and create our 3 nodes. So right click on your node, and add serial. And you can do this twice. The middle one, let's go ahead and name this CST. The first one, we're going to call this base. And the final one, I'm going to call this FLC or film look creator. I could also add another one, just really quick, call this LUT. For your CST node, go ahead into your effects and search for color space transform. Drag and drop that on. Now under our input gamma, we're going to go ahead and select Apple Log. And under our input color space, this is what's brand new. We're going to go ahead and select Apple Log 2. And just like that, you've got your proper color gamut and exposure all for Apple Log. But of course, it is a little bit dark. We're losing a lot of details here. You can see the scopes are pushing it all the way here. Now, what you could do is go into your base, your HDR, and increase the exposure this way. But of course, this is digitally increasing the exposure. What we want to do is correctly fix it using the raw settings. So head over to your camera raw, and under your ISO, you can actually see I can change the ISO after the fact. This is insane because this is as if I changed it in camera instead of in post. And you can see there's minimal to no noise on this. For this shot, I think I'm gonna go with 500 because then I can push and pull from there within my base node. What's crazy is also you can change the white balance the right way because this was shot raw for the sensor. So with my base node selected, I'm gonna go to HDR, I'm gonna increase the exposure just a little bit. I'm gonna come into my base primaries. I'm gonna decrease the highlights a little bit, increase my shadows a little bit, and maybe pull down my gamma a little bit just to get that contrast going. It's just building up those highlights and shadows to balance them out. Now, if you have a favorite LUT, you can go ahead to your LUT node and just select your favorite LUT. For me, that's gonna be the Joker, and I usually drop that down to 0.25. So that's a very subtle kind of hue shift here. And this basically will get you 90% of the way there if you wanna do a basic color correction and slight LUT grade. But I really wanna go into my FLC node and use Film Look Creator to grade this even more. So drag and drop on your Film Look Creator. Now I'm going to speed through this because it's a very stylistic look and you can really go in and customize it by your choice, and without the Film Look Creator and with the Film Look Creator. Keep in mind, we started from Apple Log 2, which looked like this, and to the final graded look. And just to give you an idea of how much resolution you save with OpenGate, this is 16:9 and this is OpenGate. And just for reference, if you shot in your usual 16:9 and cropped it, this is what it would look like for your vertical timeline. But if you're shooting OpenGate, this is what it would look like. So you can see how much more zoom out you're getting. Like you can actually see the bottom of the phone, but with the usual one, you wouldn't even see the phone. So there you have it. OpenGate recording on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. Absolutely incredible that we can actually do that. Honestly, I'm mind blown by this. I can finally shoot both horizontal and vertical at the same time without shooting twice. One of the best features I've seen coming to an iPhone. I really hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. Follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of shot on iPhone content there, a lot of color grading there as well. But yeah, see you guys again in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.